Good day, everyone, and welcome to another wonderful day of Farm Sim. Here we are, first day of September. Walked out of the house, getting ready to go to work for Joe. Supposed to be there at 5 o'clock, and it is pouring rain. What a welcome to being a farmer. So I drank my cup of coffee, I got myself around, I think I'm pretty well woke up. We're gonna go out here and we're gonna brave some of this weather. And yeah, so like I said during our last episode, we're gonna show up, gonna go back in, we're gonna talk to Farmer Joe, and we're gonna get a little bit of a tour of the farm, the area. I think we're supposed to actually be working with our animals today. This morning, trying to make sure that they're well fed and they're taken care of. But yeah, this is gonna be a fun mess if I've ever seen one. So anyway, hopefully I can find my way out of this neighborhood in the dark. This could be fun. It's getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning stuff. This is going to be excruciating. But we'll get there, you know. It's all part of the experience. It's going to be kind of a memorable deal for my first day of becoming a farmer. My first day of training is raining. It's nasty. It's going to be one of those days. Oh. Yeah. Alright, make sure I pay attention to where I'm supposed to be going here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to, you know, get my feet wet, literally, in the rain. Gonna be a lot of fun, so, yeah, let's get our butts to work. We gotta get there. Hopefully nobody runs over me on the way to work. That'd be bad too. Raining and have an accident on the first day. Oh, this navigating in the dark stuff. Everything's different. It was so pretty yesterday. Everything looks so bright and awesome. Oh, there's where we want to go. Brakes are a little wet, so car's acting a little funny. It's dark. It's dark. It's too early in the morning. Might have to be thinking about that becoming a farmer thing again. But no, I'm committed. I'm just messing around. Alright, here we are pulling up to Farmer Joe's house this morning. We're gonna go in and have a talk with him and see what's on the agenda for the day. I think our tour gonna be the first thing we're doing, and then hopefully by then it's daylight and I can record a little bit of this for you so that we can give you guys a tour, but we'll see what happens. See you guys in a minute. Alright, welcome back everybody. So I had a good morning so far. As you can see, it stopped raining. It's about 10:30. Had a good talk with Joe. Got a good tour of the farm, got a good talk through on everything. Thought I'd bring you over here and show you guys some of the equipment, some of the layout of the farm, and you know, just go over some things. As you guys can see here, we got a John Deere 7700 combine, 4755 tractor, and a 6405 tractor with a front loader. So that's going to be neat. We got us a HX20 Batwing mower here and a John Deere 100 square baler. So some of this stuff's kind of small, but you know, just means we're gonna have to take more hours to get stuff done. It's Joe's chickens. As you can see, we've got some eggs here that probably need to haul off. And I think he said he had, yeah, that's right, 360 chickens. And so, you know, they lay eggs quite a bit. And gonna have to make sure our food's good to go for these this morning. He did kind of show me how to operate the tractor, so I should be able to get him some food, get the eggs loaded up. And then we got over here, we got the grain silo. This is where he keeps the chicken food. And right now he said he's feeding them barley. So we'll be pulling barley out of here. And may have to go get some of it downtown because, well, obviously we don't have any growing yet. Got some fuel and some DEF. Kind of surprised that he's got a DEF tank. I guess it's just in case we need it. Some of this stuff might take it. I don't really know that much about it, so guess we'll be finding it out. Got us a bale trailer for hauling pallets and whatnot. Got us a little sprayer here from John Deere. We got the bale spears, pallet forks. Got us a quickie bag lifter. Got us a tedder. Looks like we got us a slurry spreader, I think's what he said that was. I remember talking about that because it was kind of like, ugh. So he said we'll use this to fertilize the fields. So I guess we're spraying poop water on the fields. Kind of sounds nasty. And we got the milk storage tank in here, which we're going to have to empty this out today. Don't want our milk going to spoil, so we'll have to take it down to the dairy. And then down here we got cow pen. Got quite a few cows out here. And yeah, he's got 200 head of cows out here. They're Holsteins. And so we'll be feeding them, and we got to put some straw down for the bedding. And then over here we've got a seeder. John Deere seeder and a John Deere planter. Like I said, he's real John Deere heavy. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford that when we start. Got us a cultivator. This is kind of handy here. I like this. This is a 670 disc, which basically is supposed to take the same place as a plow. So I guess we're going to see how that works out. And got us a windrower and a tedder. We can do some hay, and I think we're going to be getting real familiar with these pieces here when we clean up the fields. But so anyway, we're going to go over here. We're going to grab the tractor that we got, the one with the front loader on it, and we're going to check the fuel in it because we did drive it around a little bit this morning. He kind of taught me how to drive things. So I'm going to check the fuel in it real quick. And oh, looks like we're at about a half tank, so let's get her started up. Oh, and make sure the hoses on the front loader are good. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, that's the right lever. Oh, I'm in reverse. Let's fix that. Alright, there we go. I gotta get used to this because these tractors run off of a throttle system, not accelerator pedal. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here, we're going to pick up pallet forks and the trailer. We're going to get the eggs out of the way. This is going to be entertaining. Okay. Oh, stop. Okay. I gotta use the brake. Okay. So. Oh, look at that. Good. We lined up pretty good. Pick up our pallet forks here. Alright. And put her in first. Alright, let's see here. Oh, wrong way. Let's see if I can back this around. He did help me drive a little bit, you know. Taught me where the levers were, but I gotta remember them. And gotta make sure. Oh, I missed that. I missed that bad. Okay. See if we can pull up here a little bit. Don't want to hit the barn, obviously. Now I had to back that U-Haul a couple of times, and I'll tell you what, that was a bit tricky. So we may have to work on some of this backing up stuff. All right, there we go. I think we're close enough. So we'll get out here and hook that up. And he said not to forget the cables. Oh, had to throttle up a little bit too high. Alright, so there we go. That wasn't so bad. Yeah, there we go. Alright, give it a little more. So we're going to go over here and we're going to try to pick these eggs up and do it without breaking them. I'm going to try to get them out of my way. I'll come around here. So I'm going to go ahead and load the eggs on the trailer. And then we're going to park the trailer and we're going to get the animals fed. I just kind of wanted to get these out of the way. I probably need to pull that up where I can actually back up to this trailer. I just want them out of the way because I don't want to worry about hitting them while I'm trying to feed the chickens. So get in here and get, you know, the straw bales and everything picked up. Try not to hit the tree. Get around here so we can see what we're doing. Probably would be a good idea to pick them forks up just a little bit. I think they're kind of dragging in the grass there. Alright. Now he said if we do have any issues where, you know, like we damage the eggs or whatever, it's alright. They'll still take them, but, you know, obviously we want to try not to damage them. Oh, wrong lever. Try not to damage them as much as we can, because we'll get a better price for them if we don't damage them, obviously. Alright. There we go. Oh, look at that. Alright, and then we're going to pick them straight up as we can. Nope, wrong way. I have trouble with that tilt forward and tilt backward lever, I'll tell you what. Alright. Good job. Look at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A little too much throttle there. Treat them like eggs, because they are eggs. Alright. And since I only got one pallet, I mean, I just need to get them on the trailer here. Let's see. Turn that off. Make sure we lift that up. There we go. Look at that. Professional, huh? Oh, wrong way. Alright, let's set those down real steady like. Oh. Okay, there we go. Alright. Now let's see if I can back this tractor out without dumping all the eggs on the ground. Woohoo! Looks like we made it, boys and girls. Looks like we made it. Alright, so let's wheel back around here. first and foremost, before I try to go doing anything crazy, let's tie this pallet down so it doesn't go anywhere. Alright. Well, dadgum, I didn't get close enough. How did I not get close enough? Oof, about ran over the trailer there. I think I pulled a little bit too far back. There we go. What in tarnation? Am I still too far away? Dang it, I'm at too much of an angle. Alright, let's see. Let's pull forward a little bit. Not hit the tree. And see if we can pull this in. Couldn't get around the tire, I guess. Alright. Let's try that. Ah, yes. Much better. I can get that in there. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's pull this around and get this out of over here. Make sure we don't hit too many bumps and crack our eggs. Oh, don't run over those. Oh, dadgummit. Man, them chickens are laying eggs fast. Well, the intent was to try to get them out of the way, but... oh, I forgot to get fuel, too. Alright, well, we're going to do that. We're going to park the trailer right here. Make it easy for us to get to. Oop. And, pull around here while I'm thinking about it and get that fuel. I'd hate to be headed to town and run out of fuel. Joe doesn't have a fuel trailer. He said, you know, you just got to be mindful. Whoa! Alright, so... a little quick with the throttle there on that one. Alright. And, he said we don't have to shut him off to fuel him, so... okay. Guess I can handle that. Alright, now. Part we do need, we're going to feed the animals. We're going to need a wagon over here. Look at me with them backing up skills. I don't know if we're going to be so lucky with this one as far as the trailer. Oh, a little far, but I managed to get her back there. So, I guess the hoses don't hook up on this one. Okay. So yeah, apparently this one bends in the front axle, and those are kind of a pain to back up from what I understand. So. So we're going to run over here, we're going to load up some barley. Okay. Ooh, yeah, he only got barley. Okay, 18,000 liters. I hope that's enough. I don't know how much these chickens are going to take. Alright. Got us a load of barley there. So, guess we'll figure out how much it's going to take here in just a second. Got our grain trailer set on left side dump. Because we're going to be pulling up to the feed trough here on the left side. we can see what we're doing here. There we go. Looks like we're lined up pretty good. Well, that didn't take very much at all. Really. Okay. Alright. We're going to change the back, because apparently this will dump a little easier from the back. Oh! Dadgummit, I ran over the pallet of eggs. Didn't even see him there. Oh. That's not right. Well, hopefully we didn't break too many. Looks like there's only a couple of cartons there. Well, I guess we might as well load those up when we go to town now, since I made a mess of things. Didn't even see him. Dadgummit. I think I was feeling my britches too much. Thought I was doing too good of a job and done did already messed up. I'm not expecting to get a whole lot done today, because this is going to take us a while. Trying to figure out all this stuff. Ran over the eggs. Oh well. I guess they just won't pay us for those. Well, so we're done with the wagon. For now, anyway. So I guess the cows are pretty good. As far as food goes, Joe said not to worry about them for another day or two. He just took care of it. But since he hasn't had any help with doing things around here, you know, no hired hand or anything, he's just been running downtown with the tractor and the trailer and picking up a load of, he called it TMR. I'm not sure what that is, but it's some sort of cow food. He said we just run down and we buy it from the feedlot, or not feedlot, the, what do you call that thing? Grain store. He said we just run down and pick that up and bring back a load of it, and that way he's not really storing any of it. He's just kind of watching, make sure they got enough food. I'm not gonna pull the trailer around because I done did messed up all that egg stuff over here. Kind of need that pallet out of the way for when we're getting the straw here. So we'll back in here. Alright, so let's see if we can get down here where we can see what we're doing. Alright, whoa! Wrong lever there. Alright. So let's get this lined up a little bit better. Oh, wrong way again. Oh, too far. There we go. Alright, so. And then a little bit. Stop. Yeah, damn it. Alright. So we got that pallet picked up. Oh, that was actually kind of smooth. Alright. Too much throttle now. get these put on the trailer and go over and check on the cows and see if they need any straw. If they don't, we're not going to load any up. We definitely need to see how much milk they got. I'm not even going to try to get these close to over there. I need to be smashing any more eggs. On out of there. Okay, there we go. Whew. Alright. Back up far enough to really be able to fit through there. Alright, got that strapped down. Jump back in the tractor. And go over here and check on the cows. I'm probably going to drop these forks off before we go into town. Alright, well, cool beans. Got the, wrong lever. I wanted to back up. So, got the cows checked on. They don't got quite a full load of milk. Joe said if there's not a full load in there, we're not going to take it. Because that's just another trip we got to make to town in the tractor. So we're going to pull in here. And we're going to drop this off. Put those down there. Back up the tractor. Alright. So let's take this load of eggs to town. Ooh, dandy. See if we can salvage a little bit of my mess here. Okay. Oh, look at that. If I wasn't doing such a horrible job of breaking eggs, I might pat myself on the back. Alright guys, we're gonna head to town and we're gonna sell these eggs. See how much we can get for them. Alright, logistics company. This looks like where we're supposed to be. We're gonna pull right in here. And this looks like where they want us to unload. Hazards on like I'm supposed to. So nobody should hit me while I'm sitting out here in the street. Look at that, we got $1,591 for those eggs. That wasn't too bad. Especially considering I broke a bunch of those. Look at those big old cotton bales. Wow. I wonder if Joe's going to do anything with cotton. So on the drive into work this morning, I saw the donut shop was open. Good to know. I can stop in there at Dunkin' Donuts and get me a coffee on the way to work in the morning. road a little bit. Oh well. Still getting used to knowing how to do all this. Alright, we need to make a left turn here, Clyde. Make sure nobody's coming. Alright, we'll head back to the farm and figure out what we're going to do next. Alright, so here we are coming back up to the farm, and I think everything's kind of tied up with the animals pretty well. Hauled the eggs off, sold those, got those taken care of. Don't need to do anything with the milk because we don't have a full load yet, like we discussed earlier. And so I think like the initial preliminary kind of what we would normally check on in the morning, I think those tasks are pretty well complete for today. We're looking at about probably 12:30 or so, I think. Yep, looks like it's about 12:30. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to have a chat real quick. Let Joe know how much we made on selling the eggs, kind of report in what's going on with it. And of course, yeah, I'll let him know that, you know, I kind of ran over the pallet a little bit and cracked some of them. But anyway, I need to go take care of turning in the U-Haul. And kind of get some of that stuff settled while the U-Haul place is open at some point today. And Joe had said something about we may go ahead and start prepping Field 7, which is the one right down the hill here. We may go ahead and start prepping that for doing some field work, at least. Okay, let's see if I can do this. So we're going to start prepping it, see if we can get it, maybe get some stuff in there. He'd like to get, I think he said either grass or hay off of it and baled. And then get it ready so we can possibly plant some barley in it. Look at that, like a glove. Happy with that. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna try to get some wheat or barley planted in it, I think's what he said. So if we go over here and we can look, we are right in the planting season for barley. If we can get it done between September and October, then we should be able to harvest that come June and July, right? So anyway, that's kind of what he talked about. So I think we're going to be prepping this field. We'll go in here and we'll talk to Joe and we'll see what's going on. And then on the way out, once I get done kind of finding out how to run the mower and everything, because that's what we're going to have to do to that field first, I guess. We have to mow that grass and the weeds off of it so we can get the other implements in there and kind of work it. Without having, you know, a whole lot of stuff tangled up in there. Plus, it's just kind of wasteful. If there's at least some grass in there, even if it's got some weeds in it, we still should be able to get a little bit of something off of it for the cows. Maybe keep us from having to buy quite as much TMR for them. So, anyway, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to talk to him and we'll see what's up next. Alright, welcome back, guys. And, yeah, he said we're going to go ahead and hook the mower up to the tractor. He said we get to use the big tractor for this one. And we started it the other day. It actually starts up. But we may have to take it in and get it serviced here soon. But we're going to go ahead and hook this large tractor up to the mower. Ooh, that sounds nice. And get it prepped for mowing tomorrow. And looks like everything, we fueled it up the other day when we were messing with it, so it's good on fuel. But I at least want to get this hooked up and get it ready for in the morning so that when we get here, we can jump straight on mowing. I may have backed up just a little bit too. No! Look at that. Perfect. Alright, got that hooked up. And it's not supposed to rain tonight, so he said we'll be alright just parking it right over here. That way we can pull in the morning and get started. He's gonna, not because I broke any eggs, not because I ran over the pallet, but he did say that tomorrow he will take care of the animals. He was a little disappointed the fact that I ran over the pallet, but he was also happy that I went ahead and took it to the shipping center and sold him. We still got the best price on him. So, you know, it was a little bit of a ding on me because, well, I kind of messed up. So, anyway, let's get in the car here and see, I got personalized license plates. So we're gonna jump in the car here and we're gonna run down by field 7. Kind of give you guys a rundown. You see the water puddled up right there. So this here is field 7, and this is the one I was talking about. It had some old kern in it, so we're gonna have to take care of that. I'm not gonna pull too far out there because I'm not sure if my car gets stuck or not. But anyway, as you can tell, it needs mowed pretty bad, and we're gonna get that taken care of, get that mowed tomorrow, and if the weather permits. You know, if it's not too wet after that rain, we'll try to ted it so it can fluff it up so it can dry, and then maybe we can get both of those done tomorrow, and then we can come back in the next day and we can windrow, and maybe we can even get that baled. It's gonna be a bit of experience for me though, but we're gonna head over to the rental house and get hooked up to the Uhaul and take it in and get it turned in real quick. And woo! The car got dirty from that rain. And so yeah, we're gonna turn in the Uhaul, so I'm not paying any more leasing costs on it, and we'll take care of a couple of things at the bank. Joe gave us her paycheck today. Get that taken care of. And then we'll also send off our rent, so we can get that paid today. They said paying them today was fine, even though technically we kind of started moving in yesterday. And I did talk to the realty company. They said when, you know, the last time that they came by, they didn't realize before that the house was such a mess. So they, I really didn't even have to push. They said no deposit on anything, just first month's rent. They're going to go ahead and give it to me for $600 a month for the first year, because I'm going to have to do some work on it. I was really impressed with that, really pleased. So anyway, I figure since, you know, they're working with me and they're being kind of good, I'll try to get that paid today. You know, make sure I keep up my end of the bargain with this stuff. But that's definitely going to dip into my funds a little ways, that's for sure. But anyway. So we'll see you at the house. Alright. We're going to pull up here and we're going to get attached to this U-Haul. Get this taken back to the shop. Oh, God. Pushed my U-Haul down the street. Banged up the car a little bit there. Guess we'll be alright. Alright, let's get this back to the shop. Drop it off at U-Haul. Alright, here we are at the shop. Pull in here, and they got a U-Haul dealership, they said. And when I talked to them on the phone, they said, just bring it around back this way. And pull up around on this side. Ooh, look at that. That's a fancy truck. Ooh, I can't imagine how much that costs. Alright. So we're going to do that. We're going to drop that off. And then we're going to pull up here. I'll go in. Talk to dude guy here. And we are... Oh. And we are going to go in here. We're going to return that, and that leaves us with a balance of $4,025 right now, but we gotta do some stuff first. Gotta go cash our check and pay our rent. Alright, pull in here to the Walmart and we're gonna go to the bank. I got a bank inside of Walmart. Seems cool. It's not on this side. Alright, so the way we're gonna work this is, I'll show you guys some stuff here. We're gonna jump over to Farmer Joe's farm. And then we're gonna scroll, actually no, I need to go back on. So we're going to go up here, and I got a mod that's called Invoices, and I'm going to say New Invoice. And this is going to kind of work for what I want it to do, but it's a little off. So I'm going to invoice to Farmer Joe, and then there's a lot of different things in here that you can create the invoices for. So like if you wanted to use this on the private server to kind of do some role play, it would be kind of cool. But what I did is I came down here and I did laborer. I was messing with this earlier, and we're gonna say, or no, it wasn't laborer, it was additional cost. Because the problem that I have, and I'm still trying to figure out if this is a me thing or if this is just something up with the mod. But if I put in 15 of these and I say September monthly pay is what this is for. Right here, you should be able to adjust this, right? So I wouldn't have to put in 15, which would make it a lot easier to do the laborer, change the quantity per hour, and put that in there, right? And just put in like 1 hour for the $2,000 for the month. The problem is that whenever I do that, like let's say, let's go back and let's change this to 1 unit. If I change this to $2,000, it does change this, but when you add it, it doesn't add it correctly. So what I figured out is if you come up here, what I've been doing and what I'm probably going to do is put in 15 for the additional cost, and then this would be, this was defaulted at $134 per unit. So when you do that, and you put in the 15 and you hit enter, it'll total it up to 2010. So basically what's happening is if you change the count, it'll affect the overall price and it'll come out correctly. But if you change the adjustment of costs, it's not doing it. And I've checked to make sure the mod's updated, but you know, it's one of those things. So we're going to be getting paid about $2,010 per month because I can't get that exact. If I can figure that out, if you guys have an idea why it's doing that, you can comment and let me know. But if you got some ideas or whatever, but I haven't been able to click around and figure that out. So if I create an invoice there, the next thing we can do is we can hop over to Farmer Joe's, and then we're going to go back to invoices, and you can see here, and this is just in the regular escape menu. I know my HUD is quite a bit bigger. It's because I play on triple screens, which that's another thing. If you guys want to see the HUD, you might throw a comment in there about you want to see the total HUD. Works for me. I kind of like, the idea of no HUD in the way usually, so most of the money and the details and stuff, those really aren't shown. And I know you can turn the HUD on and off with the easy dev tools, but sometimes it's easier for me to have it on but not be part of the recording. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. But so anyway, back to the invoices. You can see here that Joe's Farm has an unpaid invoice from me, and if I click on it, it gives me some details, and I can come down here and there's a button that says pay invoice, and I can say yes, I want to transfer the money, and it shows that as paid. Now if we go back to my farm right here and we go back to invoices, we can see that Joe's been paid, right? And if we come down here and we look at our finances, you can see right there in September, pay attention there. You can see in September that we had that miscellaneous income, right? So this was me getting the game set up and all that other stuff for the video, but. Alright, so we're going to hop over here to Gamers. Actually, alright, so we're going to hop over here to Gamers Real Estate, which is going to be our real estate company. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go over here and we're going to create an invoice. And this time we're going to pick BC Sparks as the farm that we're going to invoice to, because this is us paying our rent. We're going to do additional goods, and we're going to see, this would be September rent. And if we come up here and we said $600, so that's about 5 of those. So $670 is about what our rent's going to run, which fits in between the 600 and 700 I was shooting for. And I'm doing this, so that there's accounting on this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add that, and we're going to create the invoice. We're going to hop over to my farm, which you can see I've got $6,035 now. We're going to go to the invoices. We're going to pay the invoice. And now I have paid. And if we go back to my farm, you can see I'm at $5,365. So that was pretty good. Excuse me, gentlemen. That was pretty good. That's how we're going to keep track of the money, and we're going to, have things go back and forth between the accounts. And now there we go, being a newbie again. So as we talked during the first episode, there's some things I just absolutely can't do because of the way that the realism works, right? And one of those things is like I can't repair equipment if I'm just a contractor for Joe's farm and I'm constantly in mine. Like I can't use his repair shops. I can't do some of that stuff. So I will be hopping back and forth between the farms from time to time to do the invoicing, but at least it kind of gives us, you know, that realistic ability to watch money ebb and flow out of the accounts and keep track of what's mine, keep track of what's Joe's. The county has some money, so as you guys, you know, saw, I made a comment about the green Dodge Ram that was sitting in the parking lot over at the shop. And so, you know, from whoa turbo, that was all me. Sorry, buddy, wasn't paying attention. I was talking and driving. So anyway, that was, and let's not run over this pedestrian. So that's one of those things, you know, when we have issues where, like you noticed, I had the tow chain there. So if we need to get something towed, if we have some issues, we need some recovery, they got the field service trailer there. We're going to be using those to have the shop come out and do maintenance on our tractors when they're not running right, different things like that, you know. So that's kind of how that realism is going to work. And I guess I'm gonna park in my yard because I don't have a driveway. So eventually, you know, we'll have this turned into a dirt patch here where we can park. The curb's not too bad to hop with the car. Hopefully when I get a truck, it'll be a little bit better. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. We are sitting here pretty much at the end of the day. Like I said, today was a bit of a training day, a little bit of tour of what's where for the farm. And so tomorrow we'll jump into mowing that field and starting to get it prepped so we can do some barley. So we'll have some entertainment with that, watching me try to operate a mower and maybe even watch me try to operate a tedder. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you so very much. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, please leave them below, and we will see you tomorrow.